Ruby Bridges Walks to School, presented by Southern Minnesota Regional Legal Services Education Law Advocacy Project. In 1954, the United States Supreme Court ruled in the landmark case Brown v. Board of Education that segregation in schools was outlawed nationwide. However, many schools in the South were slow to integrate and abide by the law. For example, Arkansas began integrating Little Rock Central High School in 1957. On November 14, 1960, American history was changed forever when a 6-year-old black girl named Ruby Bridges attended all-white William Frantz Elementary School in New Orleans, Louisiana. Ruby Bridges was one of 6 black children who passed a test to determine if they would be allowed to attend the all-white William Frantz Elementary School. 2 of the children chose to remain at their segregated school. 3 others attended McDonough number 19. Ruby Bridges was the only one to attend William Frantz School, and she and her mother needed to be escorted on the first day by 4 federal marshals. Federal marshals continued to escort Ruby Bridges the entire school year. When Bridges arrived at the school, a large crowd of hostile protesters had gathered around the school and were yelling racial slurs, names, and had placed cards that read, "All I want for Christmas is a clean white school." There was even a miniature coffin with a black doll inside, which was meant to intimidate Bridges. All the teachers except one at the school refused to teach while a black student was enrolled. When Bridges entered the school, she was taught by Barbara Henry alone in a classroom for over a year. However, Henry operated the classroom as if she were teaching an entire class. No other student entered the school during Bridges' first day. However, on the second day, a white student entered the school. After a few days, more parents began bringing their children back to school, and the protest eventually subsided. Still, every day on her walk to school, Bridges was threatened with poisoning, and she kept being forced to see the figure of the black doll in a coffin. Due to these threats, Bridges only ate the food that she brought from home. Bridges was provided weekly counseling her first year at William Frantz School. The Bridges family also suffered because of the decision to send Ruby to that school. Her parents lost their jobs, and they were not allowed to shop at the local market, and her grandparents, who were sharecroppers, were kicked off their land. Despite these struggles, the family received much support from their community, including providing clothing that Bridges wore for school. Today, Bridges still lives in New Orleans, and she serves as the chair of the Ruby Bridges Foundation, whose mission has been described as "Racism is a grown-up disease. Let's stop using children to spread it." Bridges' first day at William Frantz School was memorialized in a Norman Rockwell painting called "The Problem We All Live With." For the 40th anniversary of Ruby Bridges Walk to School Day, President Obama had the painting on display outside the Oval Office of the White House.